Welcome back. I am here to expose myself. We are going to go through my Netgalley TBR today. And we are going to look through all of the books that I have requested and have not read. First of all, let's talk about what Netgalley is. Netgalley is a website where you can request e-galleys, or basically like audiobooks and like e-versions, Kindle versions of upcoming releases. It's used by influencers, booksellers, educators, basically to help like create some hype around new releases. And you don't have to have a following in order to create an account. You can just create an account and request books. Sometimes it helps to have a following if you are requesting like really popular titles, but not always. So even if you don't have a following, I would say check out Netgalley because you can read new books for free and give reviews on them and things like that. That's like one of the main things, is that you're supposed to review them at the end. And so you get a percentage based on like how much you review and your feedback rating and stuff like that. I don't know how all of that works, but I will put a link below to some more information about Netgalley. So right now my feedback ratio is 56%. So honestly, that's pretty good. I've seen people that have like a really low percentage, and the more you read the books and send feedback, the higher your percentage is going to be. A lot of these have been published by now because I didn't get to them. Whoops. So the first book is All That Is Mine I Carry With Me by William Landay. I loved his last book, Defending Jacob. I gave it 5 stars. It was one of my favorite books of, I believe, 2022. And this is about a writer who is covering a true crime story of his friend whose mother went missing when they were kids. So that's pretty much all I know about it. I have started this book. I started it at the beach because I only took my Kindle with me to the beach. That way I could make sure that I'm reading down some of these Netgalley books. So I did start it. I just haven't finished it yet. But this one I've had since November of 2022, and it published on March 7th of 2023. Next we have Thicker Than Water by Megan Collins. I don't remember what this one was about. So it looks like it's a domestic thriller about 2 sister-in-laws that are at painful odds when the man who connects them, the brother of one and the husband of another, is accused of a brutal crime. And I do like Megan Collins. I've read a couple of her books, and so I requested this one because I thought maybe I would enjoy it just as much as the others. I've had it since February of 2023, and it came out in July of 2023. Next I have You Can Trust Me by Wendy Hurd, and honestly, I don't remember anything about this. I don't even remember really the author. I think somebody sent me the synopsis and it sounded cool, so I requested it, but I don't think I've ever read anything by Wendy Hurd before. It looks like it might be a deserted island thriller. And it looks like there might be some rich people drama included. But honestly, I don't love either of these. But it did already come out. It was published in June of 2023. And so I might have to look up some reviews to see if this is actually something I want to read. Next we have The Mystery Guest by Nina Prose. I tried to read this one. I ended up DNFing it at about 30%. This is the second novel in the Maid series. The first one was just called The Maid, and I liked it just fine. I gave it 3 stars, but I don't think that cozy mysteries are for me. So I think I might just have to say thanks but no thanks to this one and just not give feedback. It'll probably hurt my rating, but I'm not going to finish reading it just to give feedback and write a review, because I probably will rate it pretty low in that case. But that is also already out. It came out in November of 2023. Next we have another one that I probably should not have requested by Gilly Macmillan, and it's The Manor House. I've read a couple of Gilly Macmillan books, but honestly I've never been wowed by any of them. I think I gave her last one 2 stars, so I don't know what I was thinking with this one. It looks like 2 people that live in a pretty well-to-do area, well-to-do house, and the husband is found dead in the swimming pool. It says Nicole's beginning to feel like a little fish in a big glass fishbowl surrounded by piranhas. Honestly, the synopsis of this one doesn't sound that great either, so this might be another one that I have to look and see if I actually want to read it, because right now I'm thinking I don't. Next we have Lady Killer by Catherine Wood, another author that I have not read anything from. I'm thinking that this was one of those like read instantly things where you didn't have to wait to see if you were approved by the publisher. You could just start reading it right away. And it looks like this, so it looks like this is going to come out in July. So now we're at books that haven't been published yet, which is good. So that wasn't too many that have already been published. Not too bad. But this says, when a young woman vanishes from her remote Greek island estate, her best friend races to find her using clues found in the explosive manuscript she left behind. So it seems kind of like that movie on Netflix. I'll have to see if I can figure it out, and I'll like put the name or the picture or whatever on the screen. But I think that's why I requested this. Next we have Every Time We Say Goodbye by Natalie Jenner, and this is a historical fiction. It actually came out this month, actually last week. And so it looks like the best-selling author of the Jane Austen Society and Bloomsbury Girls, which I feel like I read one of those. Maybe the Jane Austen Society? Brilliant novel of love and art, grief and memory, confronting the past and facing the future. It's set in 1955, and it looks like it's about theater and the arts and opera, which I love things like that. And they like name drop some people in theater, but it is set in London, so we'll see. I might like it, I might not. I'm pretty sure that I had this pitched to me by some people. I'm pretty sure I had at least one person tell me that they thought I would like this. Next we have Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. I did actually just read this on my beach vacation. This one came out April 23rd of 2024, and it's about 3 women who previously were foster children at the same foster home, and they are called to be part of an investigation at their foster home now that they're adults. So they have to like go back and face secrets of their past. I'm not going to say anything else about it because at the end of May I'll be giving my full review. Next we have House of Glass by Sarah Pekkanen, and I loved Sarah Pekkanen's last book that she wrote on her own, and so I am really excited to read this one. I also love that her books are set in like the DC metropolitan area, which is where I'm from, and it seems like this might be like a creepy child nanny trope. Looks like the nanny is found dead and they're not sure if she like jumped or was pushed, and looks like there might be some child custody, maybe a little bit of a detective and lawyer trope. I love all of that in thrillers. So it seems like a Jodi Picoult book in a thriller form, and I'm here for it. So I'm so excited for that one. It comes out on August 6th, 2024. And then we have If Something Happens to Me by Alex Finlay, and this comes out actually next week, so May 28th, 2024. Well, when I'm filming this, I don't know when you're seeing this. So it looks like a man's girlfriend was taken, and then years later they find her car. So they're trying to figure out, you know, what happened. And I think this might be set in the UK, but I'm not really sure. So it looks like it partially takes place in the UK, partially in Philly. And I've read, I think, everything that Alex Finlay has published. I don't love everything that he's written, but I'm willing to give this one a try. And the cover is pretty cool. Okay, last but not least, we have By Any Other Name by Jodi Picoult. This is Jodi Picoult's newest book. It comes out in August of 2024. Gorgeous cover. I'm a little nervous about it because it does seem like a little bit further back in time than I typically like for my historical fiction. It's set in 1581, but it also might have Bridgerton vibes. So it might be Shakespearean with some Bridgerton vibes, and I'm here for it. I'm gonna read it because it's Jodi Picoult. We'll see. I love most of her books, but there's also some that I have not loved and some that I have actively disliked. So we'll see. We'll see. But I have that one, and like I said, the cover gorgeous, and that one will probably be read sooner than later. Okay, those are all 11 books that I have on my Netgalley shelf to either read or listen to. Let me know down in the comments if you've read any of these books and what you thought about them. Also, let me know if you have Netgalley. If so, what do you think of it? Do you find that it's helpful? I really like it because I can read new release books for free, but sometimes I feel pressure because of like the publishing date and wanting to get a review out, and then after the publishing date I'm like, well, what's the point? And then they just sit there. So let me know if you've had that experience and like what you do to combat that. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, it really helps out my channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.